I put a phone in soda that's dope. Baby on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin'. Coolin' with the gang. Coolin' with the gang. Cooley in the gang. Baby on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin'. Coolin' with the gang. Coolin' with the gang, Cooley in the gang. Nothing better than a professor, watch him cook up coolin'. Big G, can't forget my nigga Mike Coolin'. Keep it hot like a pot of carrot, sweet as Mayberry. Question is she single? We'll find out when I call and I be geeking off G. Laughing till I'm nauseous, caution, they going all in. Leaving no stones unturned, no topic untouched. They love the cuss and they fuck shit up. Brother I keep my money right. Make sure you keep that money right. Make sure you keep that money right. Glam sham, keep the jewelry tight, make sure you keep it. We on weekly, make sure you peep it. Mad King state of mind, the best kept secret. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, so do it. Introduce it, the gang and Mike Coolin'. We be on the neck getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin'. Coolin' with the gang. Coolin' with the gang. Cooley in the gang. We be on the net getting foolish. Live on the set with the gang and Mike Cooley. I'm just coolin'. Coolin' with the gang. Coolin' with the gang. Cooley in the gang.
You are tuned in to the Cooley and the Gang Show
on Blockworks Radio.
What's going on this Tuesday? What's up, Linnea? How you doing?
Got my new hair on.
At first, when you first popped on and I saw the background, I'm like, where the hell is that? Like I'm looking like those backgrounds, like this is how crazy the backgrounds are now. I thought about one time for work. I took a picture of my office.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to take the best picture I could of what it looks like when I sit in my office and I'm on Zoom or something. I took a picture of my background in my office and I sat at my desk for about 20 minutes one day trying to line this video up perfectly on whatever Google's cam thing is. So if I wasn't ever in my office, I could always put that backdrop up and from the remote office would never know I wasn't at work. But it's still a work in progress. I'm still working on it. I'm gonna get it done though. I'm telling you right now.
Photoshop. Photoshop. To tweak the lighting and stuff.
That's what I need to do. I'm telling you, like I got a picture saved right now where I can go and the virtual background is my office. So it just looks like I'm still at work. Like
so they go and try to bring you into the meeting room and you ain't there.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Shannon.
Did a hello shake.
Well, you are tuned into the Cooley and the Gang Show. Everybody take a second, hit that share button, tell a friend about Cooley and the Gang. Don't ask me where everybody is. Don't know. Couldn't tell you. There's Mayberry. So I'm not going to say anything that I was going to say about anybody. Mayberry just saved the rest of them. No, she didn't save the rest of them. I don't know where the professor is or where G is because, first of all, the professor, I just talked to him 45 minutes ago. He had a full conversation with me. I don't know where he is. G was supposed to be sitting right here where we are right now, but I shut the IG down because I'm gonna try to get back into it, but I shut it down. I'm gonna try to turn it back on. But how y'all doing? Mayberry, you on mute, and I didn't do it. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm happy to be here. Oh, sorry. Mm-hmm. You definitely was muted.
You muted me. So
okay, there you
smile.
Go. You was doing a good job looking like a placeholder.
Seat filler.
Seat filler.
I'm dead.
So we do have a guest tonight. Tequila with Friends. Cornelius Arnick and Brandon Scott. Not the Brandon Scott you're thinking of. They will be on tonight representing Tequila with Friends. It's a tequila brand. These brothers are one of the spirit sponsors for the long table dinner. A Taste of Summer is what it's called. Let me call it by its correct name. A Taste of Summer. They are one of the sponsors for that. So they'll be on tonight. So I definitely look forward to talking to them. But in the meantime, you already know
foolishness.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all want to get into the big thing. I mean, I guess it's happening is everybody's talking Roe v. Wade and the opinion. Now, people don't get confused. Like the law hasn't changed, so everybody, let's just pump our brakes. The law hasn't changed. It was a opinion, what they call a statement or document that was found, and with the suggestion of it. So Roe v. Wade, everybody's familiar.
Is it Roe versus?
I mean, but they say Roe v. The
Oh,
V is versus.
I've never heard it like
It's
that way, but
lawyer lingo. I had to break it down for you, lady. You know how we do. I got a lot of lawyer friends. You know what I'm saying? I was just in court today, so I know a lot of lawyer lingo. I was about to jump up there and help out myself, but I let the people do what they do. I don't step on toes. That's not what I do. So, Roe v. Wade or Roe versus Wade for the layman.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and live, bro. Let you live.
Roe versus Wade, basically was put in place to take basically the states or government's hands out of regulating abortions or making laws for abortion. So they're trying the memo or the opinion was talking about doing away with Roe v. Wade.
The fact that that's even a discussion is the problem.
About doing away with it.
Yeah, like why? Like
Leave our reproductive rights alone.
yeah, like it shouldn't even be a discussion. Like no one should have that call.
No.
But of course, we know that's always been the bigger issue. Period.
Well, I, for one, I don't know if men are allowed to have opinions about this, but I mean,
That's the problem. Let's be real.
that we have opinions about it
When
or don't.
When it comes to this in particular situation, it's more of the men's opinions about what we should or should not do. That there isn't even an opinion about it.
I think there's a lot of good Christian women out there that's looking forward to get rid of Roe v. Wade.
Whatever. I'm just saying, but I could be wrong.
I don't think that's true.
You don't think what's true?
Right.
I don't like the way I don't like the way this is looking tonight.
Well, I don't want you to feel attacked by the feminine energy, but I'm just asking a question. Why? That's all I said. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt just today until your homies chime in.
I think James Dickey is telling me I need to
Mind your business.
do more listening right now.
And not have an opinion.
But hold on, what was your statement? You said that
I think that the reason why it's even an opinion on the table is more because of the men's opinion in the situation than the women, like about whether or not
so it's like majority rule.
type of
I don't think that it's a majority rule. I'm trying to figure out what's the level of impact for you. No shade.
Me?
Yeah, for men, period.
Oh, of them doing away or keeping it, or either or.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if a woman makes the decision to do what she wants to do with her body,
Right.
your level of impact, whether you're the dad or not, is going to be different. So I'm trying to weigh out. There's nothing wrong with you having a perspective, but having an opinion on something that to me does not really impact you, unless you are the father of the child. I feel like that's where it would factor in maybe you having an opinion. But what another woman does in a situation, I mean, women can get raped and then still have to walk around carrying a child, which is a constant reminder of a specific trauma.
Right.
So how dare someone else say, I have to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I feel like that should be an elected decision that I make, what I want to do, because that's something I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life. So I understand, to Shannon's point, I feel like more men have an opinion on this subject than the women who it actually has a higher level of impact. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so can I play devil's advocate and everybody knows?
You can't play an angel's advocate. You will always play the little devil. Come on, Mike.
Be the alternative.
Come on, Mike. Cooley.
Come on, you gotta represent.
What we not doing?
I was trying to I don't know, things be acting funny now with the sound effects. But
Ooh.
all right, so I understand everything you all are saying, and I
Mhm.
definitely agree that if you are not directly involved
Mhm.
in that situation,
Mhm.
then you really should not have a say. I agree 1,000%. But like if I'm stepping outside of it, looking at as a whole, abortion is basically the termination of a life to be.
Yeah.
So, and no, I mean, nobody said you have to keep the child. Like nobody's doing away with like, adoptions. Like, because some people out there really do want a child. Now, what may bring you pain could possibly bring someone else joy.
Is that my job too?
I mean, and I understand that's not your job. But maybe if more of us in the world took more of a thought of,
But
and this isn't about the abortion part. This is just in general. If
you
people
know,
more in the world took a stand, like, well, maybe I
do
should.
you know what a woman's body goes through to carry a child to make that opinion? That's what my point is.
No, I don't.
The emotional, this is why a lot of women will suffer from postpartum depression after a pregnancy. Men can't speak to that. Unfortunately, this is why having an opinion on something that you guys would never understand is baffling to me. I'm never going to say, yeah, go out and kill a kid. I'm never going to tell somebody to keep it, but I'm never going to say, you need to make this decision and my decision and this. No, because a woman's body goes through physical changes. Your organs have to move to even make room for that child. A lot of women die just to have a kid.
Yes.
So to me, it's very narrow-minded when there are people out here that say what a woman should do when y'all don't have to carry a kid. You don't know the physical part that changes in your body. Women have to come out of having a child and try to feel like, especially because of social media and all of these magazines, that they got to snap back into their before baby body. There's a lot of things that a woman goes through in order to produce a child. So to say you need to go through 10 months of this pregnancy carrying a child, which is pretty much a year, and some of y'all guys can't stay with a chick for 5 minutes.
Not fair.
No, I'm just keeping it real. So I gotta carry this kid that I might have either been raped, I might have, found out that the dude I was smashing might have had a whole wife.
Family.
Yeah, like you never know the situation in a scenario. So why would you want, if a female can get talked about for going out here and smashing a professional athlete and producing a kid to trap him, but in a situation where she's like, I don't want to be in a situation with a guy who I can clearly see is not going to be a good parent to this child, and I'm going to bring this child into a potential broken home, do they not have the right to make that decision too? Especially if the man isn't ready. What kind of child are you bringing? You're bringing this kid into an already uncomfortable situation and scenario. I don't feel like it's my right to tell anybody what to do with their situation.
And then, and then there's comments like, Jason just made, like, why not have safe sex? Once again, like to your point, like, well, the situation up front can be one thing. And then once, there's a baby involved, I'm pregnant, then there's a whole nother correlation that wasn't there when our situation changed. So like Maybe say, like even in the safest situations or situations where we think that there may be a family or X, Y, Z, and we find out during that time that it actually isn't what we want. Who wants to bring a child into a situation like that, especially when potentially know that it's not going to be the healthiest all around?
Also, you got to think about incestuous incidences, and then you got to also think about
wanting a baby.
The baby could have some underlining or very predominant, illness like Down syndrome, and maybe be born with their organs outside their body.
Nobody knows, NJ. Nobody knows.
So what about, and mind you, like, don't y'all all jump on me. I'm just trying to keep this conversation going.
I'm not going to jump on you. Try not to.
So I understand what y'all are saying. There are always extenuating circumstances in anything.
True.
There's always going to be extenuating circumstances.
Exactly.
So, but I don't want to put a number on how often the extenuating circumstances happen, but I do believe more so or not, we all know. I know we all know at least one chick that's just out here.
Absolutely. This
They
is
doing out here and free balling, and she had an abortion every other month. No, we all need some scallywags.
So what about what if they put
What, a limit on there? Like you can only get 3?
that's the problem because there's no way to gauge.
I think you was gonna say like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough, girl. You don't get no more of them. You said it like you got abortion coupons and you got cash them in and whatnot.
Come have a seat. Why you have an abortion this time? Like what?
Right. And you gotta, borderline, you gotta do an essay and shit.
Right.
You gotta write a paper on why, and so you don't do it again. Or get a chalkboard. I will not have sex without a condom. I will not have sex without a condom. That's what you
just discussed this.
That's the problem. There's no way to gauge it, so there's no way to say we can do it just for this group or just for not that group. You know what I mean? Like there's just
how do you govern that? How do you govern that, Mike? Like in all honesty, what kind of, because at the end of the day, there's always a way. If there is an abortion coupon, somebody will be out here duplicating that coupon. Like, girl, let me cash in one of your coupons. I need that little homie over here acting up. Like, how do you govern that? You can't govern that.
I'm just trying to.
Coupons.
But hearing y'all say it out loud to me, like I don't like it no more. Like I don't like that what I said. Like I want to.
Take it back.
I'm just trying to come up with ideas of how to possibly make this thing, palatable.
There's no way around it. So at the end of the day, it's a woman's body.
True
that. What did I miss? What did I miss? I heard woman's body.
We ain't talking about titties.
Oh, I was getting, when you say woman's body, I think titties automatically.
It's a woman's body that a woman has a right to decide what to do with her body. I do
not her titties though. Not her titties.
I do feel like
her body,
that it definitely should be a conversation that is had with the male counterpart in her life.
But how much percentage do we really get in that conversation?
I mean, at the end of the day, the woman does make the final decision one way or the other. Because you got the niggas running around here that want you to have an abortion and mad when you don't. So
look at the position that the man. Yeah, exactly. So we only have one right answer to say. We only have one right answer.
We can't win one way or the other.
Because if we do, if a man was to 9 times out of 10, if the man even suggests abortion, he's all sorts of motherfuckers and. You sorry? Oh,
you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit.
Because all you should say is, here's the thing. What would you like to do? And talk through it. Right. But don't sit up in here and say like me. I feel like saying keep it or not shouldn't be any. It should be a conversation between you and the person, because at the end of the day, it impacts you both. It doesn't just impact the woman or the man. It impacts you both on that conversation. Mm-hmm. Now, my whole point was, if you ain't the baby father or the baby mother, I don't feel like you should have an opinion about what a woman's rights should be as it pertains to her uterus, her cervix, her fallopian tubes.
Oh, wait. So what are we talking about? Start from the beginning, please, because I want to get in. Start from the beginning. What are we talking about though? We're saying as far as a baby go.
Did you see the article? There was an article that there was an opinion statement found that by a Supreme Court justice about getting rid of Roe versus Wade.
Right.
Okay.
It hasn't. I don't. But there's talk, I guess, that they were writing things up to consider getting rid of that whole law
between June and July.
Yeah, I don't think a man should be able to tell a woman what to do with her body, unless it's her titties though. Like if I met you and you had D-cut titties. You had D-cut titties. You talking about? I think I need to get a reduction.
What's wrong with a reduction?
My back hurt.
Dang, man.
Well, baby, I'm gonna have to carry some of them groceries in the house or something. But them titties, you gotta keep them titties. Unless it's something where it's something that's gonna do something for her health. You know what I mean? We talking like breast cancer or something like that. Then absolutely, let's take the precautions that need to be taken. If I'm a dad,
do you think a law should be put in place for a woman to keep her titties?
I do.
Yeah.
But as far as the baby shit goes, if it's my first kid and I don't have any kids and she's pregnant and she decides that she wants to just have an abortion, we got to go to court for that because I feel like half of that's mine.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Whatever I put that jizz up in there. That little nigga belong to me. So that would be a real fight. That would be a real argument. And I feel like if that was my wife and she decided to get an abortion, I feel like either she don't know who's that baby daddy, or that's the only thing I'm thinking. That she'll know who the baby daddy is.
So
And
there's
we're
government.
definitely getting a divorce. We're getting a divorce.
So maybe to your point earlier about ways to govern this,
Right.
you just said right, but because you was like you wanted tickets and shit. But maybe that
They
could
want
be
abortion coupons.
right. If they had to do something, the change would be it's a woman's right. But in a situation like G said, like it's me and this chick, it's our baby, then that's when we take it to the floor and we can't
Taking it
decide.
to the floor is
that-
how we got here in the first
Shut
place.
up. Then maybe that's what
That was
somebody
big. That was them sheets.
Exactly.
step in to make a decision
Exactly.
on an argument, but that's the only time that someone else has an opinion that can tell me as a woman what I can do.
So I'm like, that's when I come in and be like,
You
look,
have an
Judge.
opinion when it impacts you. If it don't impact you, shut up.
Right.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I definitely agree with that.
That's
But
all I'm saying.
I don't know. This is always going to be one of those things where I mean,
Gonna be touchy.
Men's gonna have opinions.
make it first. Telling someone what to do with their body. Nobody should be able to tell you ultimately what you can or
Right.
can't do with your body.
Right.
Like they
Well,
did with
and
Kobe.
I think that goes both ways because, like, you know, me and my wife, we had like 17 kids, and she talking about she not getting her tubes tied and she want me to get a vasectomy. Like, I don't really think I should have to. Like, this might not be forever. I might decide, or we might decide to go our separate ways, and I get a new wife and she don't have no kids, and then I gotta give her a kid. I gotta put a baby in there.
You
got
want
to.
to have 17 fucking
You got
kids.
to. You got to, G. You got
I
to.
gotta put a baby. This a new garden. I gotta plant a seed up in there sooner or later. You know what I mean?
I can't.
Dropping dick off, baby. Dropping dick off.
But just to bring up, NJ Rich did bring up a good point. What happens if the woman is declared mentally unfit? And I have seen that in different scenarios where the guy didn't know the woman was cuckoo over, the cuckoo nest. So
Not cuckoo.
yes, and those are the ones
Cocoa Puffs.
cuckoo over the whatever cuckoo nest, and they like, oops. I'm like, you didn't know she was crazy? You didn't know she was on whoop, 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 whoop.
So these are the risks that we all take because it takes two to tango, like somebody said. Rashad said a few minutes ago. First of all, getting to know somebody should be your first goal before you be laying seeds, sliding up in raw, all of that. I ain't saying you can't what you say, lamb low, spread on wide with her. But
Yeah, I would lay it low, spread it
no,
wide.
lay low, spread on wide. You ain't saying
Yeah.
that. But if you are taking these steps of caution, then it alleviates having these situations where this even has to be a decision, and you don't even know who you sleeping with.
But see, the problem is, like you said, the chicks want to lay it low and spread it wide, but y'all ninjas like shooting up the clubs too.
Shoot 'em up.
And let's keep it a buck. Y'all like it, like playing the seed, but y'all be in there remixing.
I didn't know she was crazy.
Right. You ain't know she was crazy, but she was sitting up outside your house and she
Right.
ain't shit. She blowing your phone up and called you 70 times.
She called you 2 minutes after you gave her your number, bro. You ain't know she was
See,
special.
70 times.
Why
You still in there shooting up the club.
Sometimes a little crazy is all right though. You know what I mean? It's a little,
Y'all want to see a chick climbing the walls, trying to spot it, like climb up the
That's
walls,
how-
trying to get to your apartment. Y'all want
that's
that?
that's how I know she really loved me.
And Rich, and at the end of the day, that's what kind of what we are. I think we are all are in agreement about that part.
Yes.
But we're saying for other folks to make a law to dictate, that's what's not cool.
Right.
But it should be a decision between Mike and I. We are the two people involved in the situation, so it should be only our call, and that's it. That's it. We got to take it to court because we can't agree. Then that's something different. And then we need to bring in that third party, but not an official law that says I can't do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
Bruh.
Yeah, that's a bit much. That's a bit much.
Well,
That
on the
might
lines
be
of
your job, she hit you with the sound effect and you ain't even give it to her. Go ahead, Shannon.
yeah, I know she did. But I'm gonna do it anyway. On the lines of keeping it between the sheets. A survey shows
boy.
single men in the UK only wash their sheets once every 4 months.
See, I can't.
You know, some of y'all don't even want y'all. Don't
No. The fact that it's no. The fact that it says UK, that's not us.
Yeah, you think it ain't us, bruh.
No, that ain't us. That ain't us.
That smash somebody
First of
and
all,
then smash somebody else on the same linens.
Gee,
Nah, that ain't
if we did a survey and we made
4 months.
open,
Shan. 4 months. Shan. 4 months.
G,
4 months. 4 months.
I did
That's
a
a
survey.
Shan. That's a nasty motherfucker. That
I did
4
a
months.
survey about was it washing my hair? I did
4
a survey
months.
about something, and this chick, her comment blew my mind about how often she bathed.
How colorful was she?
How often did she bathe?
There's no color there. There's no color there. That's my point. That's not about black people. That's about.
Oh yes, it is. Oh yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Now we different. We
4 months. 4 months.
Yeah, they out there. In the
No.
It may not be us, but they out there, bro.
They are out there, but it's not us. It's not us.
Thank you. They don't bathe either.
Not us though.
Yeah, I don't think it's us.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Well, no, there's a few of us.
There's cats out here that's just that nasty. It is some nasty
Nah.
cats out here.
4 months, and this is why I know it ain't 4 months for us, because some of us sit in the bed and eat, and you drop that buffalo wing, and that buffalo wing hit your stomach, and then roll onto the sheets.
Roll right on.
You know, you can't have nobody come into the house next time with wing sauce and shit on the sheets. So we're definitely gonna change those sheets.
Yeah,
so 4 months.
Twice.
Yeah, 4 months is excessive.
Yeah,
That's
4 months is
disgusting.
definitely excessive. Like
Nasty.
that's
Definitely, but I'm just saying there is some dirty cats out here that know
US,
that they ain't
yes.
clean their linens, and they in the US. It might not be 4 months, but some of y'all dirty with y'all dead skin cells, y'all buffalo wings, y'all
But
toe cheese, and all of that up in your linens.
That's not us though. That ain't us.
She's like, I refuse to believe that that's us.
Yeah,
Well,
that's definitely not us.
I just wanted to throw something real fun at y'all real quick because our special guest is here.
Ew.
So
I want a shot.
right,
Shots.
Don't they
Everybody.
got that liquor? Don't they got some
we
liquor?
have Brandon Scott
Yeah,
and Cornelius Arnick, and I hope I said the brother's name right. If not, he's
You
feel
check
free
it
to,
when you get
he
in.
can check me as soon
Check
as he
it when
gets
you get in,
I have
bruh.
no problem with that. I am very checkable. We want to bring these brothers in. These brothers are look. This is when we set the interview up. I was like, who will be representing the company? So they say, well, how, is it a limit? I'm like, no, of course not. So they never told me their positions or whatever. So I felt like these two brothers must have collaborated. There is no I am he, I am him. It is us. And
Hello.
these brothers are Tequila with Friends live on the Cool in the Gang show tonight.
Welcome.
Cornelius, I think we got you on mute. You do it, brother. Even though
There he
I knew
is.
you was going to come in here and check me, but you're good now.
No,
How
you
you
good,
man?
man. Not much. How you doing?
Wonderful. Glad to be talking to you. It's always good to see us out here doing wonderful things, especially when it comes to beverages that make us happy. So let's just start from the beginning. Tequila with Friends. What role do you brothers play in Tequila with Friends?
So I'll jump it off. My name's Cornelius Ornick. I am one of the co-founders of Tequila with Friends. I handle everything from operations, logistics, getting the product across the border, getting it situated into your favorite stores, and then out just helping land new markets. So that's what I do for the team.
Okay.
Hey everybody, I'm Brandon Scott. I am our CEO and CFO at Tequila with Friends and also a co-founder.
Nice. We talk to big dogs on the Cool in the Gang show. We don't. So tequila. So I know a lot of. First of all, when I think African Americans in liquor, of course Jay-Z had vodka, but I don't know why my mind automatically drifts to whiskey and bourbon. I don't know why that's the first thing I think when I think of us. I wanted to be a cowboy. That don't have nothing to do with it. But tequila, that's not really the first thing I would think to see, African Americans, gravitate to. So how did tequila come about?
Yeah. Yeah, I kicked that one off, man. So for us, man, tequila's been like a special thing for our group of friends for a really long time. So one thing about me, I'm a type 1 diabetic. So for us, about 15 years ago, when we learned that and we were in college, and of course, you start drinking as you kind of go into an adulthood. And we did whiskey, we did beer, we've done shit. You name it, we've done it all. And I think for me, really figuring out that tequila was one of those things that my body could metabolize and actually wouldn't shoot my sugar through the roof. And then, of course, my friends being great friends, we all started kind of just chipping in and really exploring the world of tequila together. So that kind of led us down this passion of tequila for the last 15 years. Now, Tequila with Friends specifically, originally when we came up with this concept in 2017, we were like, we love tequila. We know so much about tequila. Let's put all this stuff online. I mean, Cornelius and I both would have friends that'd be like, hey, I got a birthday party I'm going to. Give me a name of a tequila I can use. I can give somebody as a birthday gift that's not as well known as some of the big dogs. We'd always be hooking people up. So we're like, let's put all that information online. So originally we launched a blog. We launched Tequila with Friends in 2018. And then as we kind of got the blog off the ground, we were like, you know what? This is dumb. Why are we promoting white-owned brands? Let's go build our own stuff. So that's kind of led us down this passion to actually building out Tequila with Friends. And that's what we've been doing for the last 4.5 years.
And so it made sense if the blog already had the name, people already could relate and knew the name, run the name right into the actual brand. I like it, Tequila with Friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Like when you first hear it, you won't think it's a drink. It's kind of like a laid back surprise. It's like, oh, Tequila with Friends. What's this? A group?
Like a
shit, it's a bottle.
Yeah, like a vibe or something.
Right.
Yeah. So I found out about you guys through you're going to be one of the spirit sponsors for A Taste of Summer. Long table dinner with our good friend and brother James Dickey. I saw you guys on his page, and then of course I automatically went to it. I have to be honest; I have not tasted the tequila yet. I will. I guarantee you, I will. I like tequila. I will definitely because I like the correct. I know I say it wrong all the time. Reposado.
Reposado. Yeah. We don't get that fixed. You don't like this Reposado, man.
I don't know why I go to the Reposado so much. So you have one too, right?
100%. Our Reposado got his first award at the Las Vegas Global Spirit Awards last year. I promise you, man, you're going to love this Reposado. It is really, really smooth. Aged for right over 11 months in American white oak barrels. I'm telling you, if you're a Reposado guy, you're going to enjoy it. If you're a whiskey guy and you're coming over to the world of tequila, you're going to enjoy it too. And that's been one of those things you kind of talked about earlier with Black people really loving whiskey. A lot of our whiskey lovers that come over to tequila now really enjoy our Reposado. A lot of Black folks don't like the clear. We understand that, but they are rocking with us on the Reposado. They like it a lot.
So how long? I might have missed, but how long have you brothers actually had the liquor portion of the company going?
I'll say the liquor portion of the company has been going since we actually started this in 2019. Mm-hmm. So we've been working on the actual profile of the liquid since then. We actually hit the shelves in November of 2020 in the middle of the pandemic. So they're pushing ever since.
Pandemic's been good for a lot of folks.
It's been a blessing for us. It's been great.
We love to drink on the pandemic
because it's essential. Liquor is essential. It's all about what's essential.
We do have a question in the room. NJ Rich wanted to know, will there be something out for people that don't drink alcohol, something non-alcoholic that you guys will eventually offer as well? Oh, hit the wrong button over there.
So that is a great question, and we are actually in the R&D phase right now of exploring expanding our portfolio. So of course we have plenty of liquor, but we're looking at the non-alcoholic beverage side of the house as well. So can't disclose exactly what we're working on, but we do have some things in the works.
There you go.
And for all of you all that don't know, R&D is research and
No,
development.
no, I was going to be smart. I was like, did he say
It's a-
R&B?
It's a couple. I love my crew, Cornelius, and I love everybody watching. But sometimes you got to break. It's research
Yo,
and
he,
development.
I got you.
Mike was just trying to flex on everybody to make sure that just so y'all know that
We're gonna
he.
let him have his moment in front of company. We're gonna let
Yeah,
him live
that's
his moment.
all.
He googled that shit too, so that don't even count. You like, yeah, Mike didn't know what that shit was.
The other thing too is we have some chefs here local in the Dallas area that really don't drink, but they will use tequila to actually make tequila lime chicken. We also had somebody out here that owns a black-owned restaurant out here in Dallas, and he did a tequila. He did a nachos, and he used a tequila in there in some of the cheese. So we've also seen some folks who can throw down in the kitchen use tequila as well that don't drink. So.
I
thought about cooking with it.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask this question since you just mentioned that. Have you guys thought of potentially providing maybe like recipes that's associated with your beverage? Mainly because you see a lot of people when they come out with wine or liquor of some sort, they'll try to incorporate recipes or a book with it so that they can drive the sales. So have you guys thought of that?
Yes. Hopefully my connection isn't too bad, but yes, we definitely thought about that. We actually in the process of having a guide put together that's going to have plenty of recipes from the drink side of the house, and also some culinary options that you can do as well if you want to cook with it.
What about drink mixing options? You know, not just from like food, but also, hey, this is how you can make this drink. Especially for ladies, because sometimes we want something that's a little fruity. We want something that's mixed up that you can provide us with those alternatives as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, most definitely. Like I said, from the drink side of the house, we're going to have a full out list of various cocktails from your margaritas to your mojitos to those that like old fashions, different ways that you can kind of make something up. So I know we got a badass strawberry margarita that someone's created for us, so we can't put that one out.
I love a good margarita. So yes, make sure that Mike, make sure that we know immediately when that information comes out, because I need me a good margarita.
Oh yeah, I'm on it. So on the so transition into actually creating your own liquor and starting a brand, two African American brothers. It's Coolie and the Gang Show. We're gonna keep it as real as it can get. How easy was it? Tell these people how easy it was. Two brothers trying to walk in the door with their tequila. Like, tell us the ups and downs. Like, break that part of it down for us.
Break it down.
Yeah, I'll jump in first. I would definitely say because so it's actually four of us in the company. None of us come from the spirits industry, so I would say that first year was just a lot of learning for us. I mean, a lot of the laws that govern the alcohol industry are from the 1920s, so you're dealing with a lot of old prohibition stuff that you're trying to navigate, especially being a smaller brand, bootstrap brand. Whereas you have to have a distributor and you literally have to fit within your specific tier. So just that first part is just a lot of learning. I mean, us learning the regulatory stuff, the compliance side of the house. We had a general knowledge, of course, of tequila because we had a blog. We've also just loved tequila, so we've been tequila nerds for a long time. But as far as just getting the process started, it was definitely a lot of learning. So we had to go through the proper regulatory bodies. We have an American trademark, a Mexican trademark, making sure that we were really tightening up the business side of the house before we ever got into the bottling, logos, corks, the taste, etc. It was really figuring out that business side of the house first. And then I'll pass it over to Cornelius to let it talk about the actual product side.
Hold on one second. So the cork, what do they make you do with the damn, like what goes into the cork? Because I would have never thought they'd have put you through something for the damn cork.
No, what you're doing, man, is you're really trying to figure out as you pick bottles, as you actually are building out the product.
Okay.
Look like? What kind of corks are you looking for? How's the cork going to be able to be transported, obviously importing across the border? How are we going to get perforated tabs? So anything you see on that product ultimately has to be approved by the regulatory body down in Mexico, as well as the one here in the U.S. So going through the whole label approval process and all of that jazz, especially because we're importing something from Mexico into the States.
Yeah, and then another thing that I add on related to the corks, something a good tidbit to learn is that there's typically two different types of corks. So you got the normal cork that you just kind of pop out. Then also you have the screw tops. So there's a condensation to both of them. So if you have the screw tops, that means you just got some whatever the spirit is, and you're just trying to get lit really quickly. But for the corks that just kind of you pull out, those are more for your sipping, your finer spirits.
So when
I'm about to start calling y'all out when I come to your house and I'm screwing tops
so
off
if I have
my
a screw top, that's just me trying to get like turned up.
That's
But if I have my cork, then I'm trying to be a lady.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Screw top is like ripple.
Okay.
You trying to get some
Exactly.
ripple.
You said she tried. Did she say? What did she say? She trying to what?
Turn up
When
or
you
be a
said-
lady. Tell me which one I'm gonna be. I'm turning up because I'm gonna screw it off.
A lady or a tramp is what you just A lady or a tramp. Now I know.
It's gonna be Ronnie. It's gonna be Trixie.
Look, this show started off with Roe v. Wade. Now we're talking about liquor, and this is really all coming together collectively. Dirty sheets, and like this is a well-balanced show getting started here today. I like this.
Sometimes that's how the babies are made. Your little liquor, put in the bed,
And them sheets are now dirty.
and them sheets are now dirty. Yes, Shannon. Dirty
You should have started with the tequila then.
My bad.
Hold up, Brandon. You on somebody muted you, Brandon.
I said while y'all are playing, I do have a song on the way. So
See? Off from that tequila.
Was that a twist off or was that a cork?
that's a court. No twist off, man. No twist off.
Congratulations.
No doubt. So what about all right, the alcohol industry, so all the labels, bottles, corks, and the product is coming from Mexico across lines. So now you got everything straight, everything, your regulations are good, you got your bottles. Now you got to get it into the store, or you're just going to sell on. Can you even sell liquor online? Some states won't let you ship it, right?
Yeah, so it's very that process is very fickle. I'm just trying to figure it out. So I'll start at the beginning, actually getting a product across the border. That's a lot. There's a lot more stuff that goes into that a lot of folks actually think. You got to think about. You got to go to customs. You got to have a U.S. broker. You got to have a Mexican broker. The product can sit at the border for about 2 hours. The product can sit at the border for 3 months. It really just depends on how customs is going. So it really varies. So that's the big thing that impacts the timelines. Then you got to land an importer, somewhere you can house the liquor, someone that can help you get to a distributor. So you got to go have those conversations, meeting with different distributor companies. From there, once you actually do land distribution, you got to go to these stores. Going to the stores, pitching your brand. So as you mentioned earlier, a couple brothers with a tequila going into these stores like, I don't know if I believe y'all. Where does tequila come from? I truly did have someone ask me, were we bootlegging tequila? Like, come on now, what kind of bootleg is that?
Not bootleg.
Yeah.
Bootlegging. Yeah, so, but that's really kind of the process. And I think part of that, it comes with us being new to the industry. And so the big thing for us was establishing credibility. Once we got the first few stores to truly believe in us, and they saw that we had people coming in droves to purchase the tequila, then the rest was history. That store owner then called his friends that own the other stores. They all picked up the brand. Then that led to us now being in over 100 different stores within the state of Texas. We're in California, we're in the DMV, so we're done.
That's
Word of
awesome.
mouth. I tell people over and over again, word of mouth is like the biggest flex, and people don't understand. Like, if sometimes they be like, I can't open your mouth. Tell somebody.
Exactly.
Like, because you may not have been able to buy 1 or 2 bottles, but guess what? When you told somebody, they done bought 15. So you done did me a favor by just sharing my brand.
Now, I'm going to ask a question. Do you feel like with your last statement that people thought it was bootleg? Do you think that you being an African American played in that conversation? Do you think that it would have been the same had Billy or Bob produced the same product? And that's just, I just want the realness on that experience.
Or Felix.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying yeah, no doubt. I think that if Billy or Bob or Alex walked into the store, they pitched their brand, they was going to be taken seriously right off the bat. But the fact that you got four brothers walking in pitching this tequila, it was like a little hesitation. So that played into it. Quick story: when we first met with our distribution partner who carries us today in Texas, there was a white lady on the call, and she told us straight up, "I absolutely hate your name. It reminds me of Karen's book club." I was like, well, damn. Then we thought about it. If Karen and her book club is buying our tequila, we don't give a damn. We good. So, but those are the type of things that we have to deal with until we build that credibility and establish that, hey, our footprint, that we are here to play. We're not no celebrities. And so when you see African Americans in the spirits industry, they're typically some kind of celebrity. They have some kind of status like that. That's not us. We're the everyday guys that's out here grinding and getting it. So we demanded that same respect from the stores, the distribution that you're gonna give to someone else. So our product stands alone, and it stands for itself because the product is damn good. So after that, we hadn't had any issues.
Absolutely, I love it. That's right.
what's
You
up.
demand your
You got
respect.
it. Yeah,
in
you
your
have
place.
to. Yeah, and you brothers, just from our little bit of time talking to each other, I mean, I'm assuming you guys don't seem like the type that's walking into the room, ready to say fuck the world. You guys, I'm sure you know how to handle your business. You were on time today. I work with a crew on this show that's late every Tuesday. We do the show every Tuesday, 6 to 8.
Why did I feel in my spirit?
Yeah.
Trying to be shady. Here we have two powerful
So-
black men on here that's repping their business. And
so-
you will find a way to diminish the brand by talking about our tardiness. We do that offline, sir. We don't do that.
So no, and I was gonna say normally I wouldn't even show out in front of company, but I was late. I was sitting in the car for a little bit longer than I should have.
Right here. Are you supposed to be right
You know what I mean? I showed up. I'm here. But yeah, not in front of company, Mike.
My apologies.
Look,
But,
2 days from Cinco de Mayo.
That's true.
Listen,
Oh yeah, Cinco de Mayo coming up, fellas. I know sales is about to go off the charts. I know it's about to go down for Cinco de Mayo. Y'all got any sales? Any specials?
For Cinco
Any
de
special-
Mayo.
Any
Do
sales?
you have anything going on for Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah, we're doing some. So in Texas out here, we're doing some local activations at some black-owned bars and restaurants that carry us. So we're super excited, getting ready to ramp up. We also have online sales, which we're pushing this week. You can go to tequilafriends.com/buy, and then you can see you can get both Blanco and Reposado shipped to you nationwide. So definitely pushing folks out there to go out and grab a bottle of tequila and enjoy the holiday.
So next, okay, so there is no like sort of. I can get it ordered. I'm in North Carolina, so I would be able to. Okay, that was my worry. I was like, okay.
So we got another question, and I just realized that he's a cheater because I thought the discussions was about moving to North Carolina, but now all of a sudden they're asking if we move to Texas.
Yeah, he is.
Can they, can they be a taste tester for the non-alcoholic side? But we will talk about that offline because we're going to talk about you too, NJ.
Yeah, so if you move to Texas, you cannot get a taste test of the non-alcoholic portion right now because that's being produced at our facility in Mexico. We don't have any of that on hand right now.
Go walk across the border.
Well, that's dope. That's dope. You guys even the fact that you're even considering, adding that to your brand just kind of speaks to the, the mind frame that you're in, like, not locking yourself in the box. And I love the cups too. Those TWF cups is dope. I wouldn't fill it with tequila. Well, I would, but those cups are dope. And you order the cups off of the site too? Or is that just
So you can't order the cups off the site, but I mean, we're actually about to ramp up our merchandise side of the house and get more things available for people to purchase. We've been having several requests for stuff, but we're trying to get it up there.
Okay, yeah, I definitely want to cut when I order my 2 bottles.
NJ Rich is moving to Mexico.
Right. North Carolina to Texas, now he going to Mexico.
Now he going to Mexico. He gonna follow y'all wherever y'all go.
He sure is. You get one at the VIP.
Oh, no doubt. Oh, all right. Now I just got to order my tequila then.
There you go.
So as a guy that likes the Reposado, should I still, I mean, of course, you guys want me to patronage all of it, but should I still try the Blanco? Or Still give it. All right, I'll give it a whirl.
James
I was about to say, I heard it was smooth.
Absolutely.
I'll still get. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
You'll like the Blanco too, man. The Blanco is a blend of both lowland and highland agave. So usually with like highland agave, you kind of get the sweeter tones in tequila. With the lowland agave, you get more of that agave forward kind of vegetable tone. So our Blanco is a blend of both. So it's a really smooth finish and has a kind of a sweeter taste to it, and then has a really smooth after finish. So yeah, you should absolutely get both.
I don't know why I'm so thirsty.
I'm glad you finally admitted it.
Like, oh yeah, okay.
He walked into that one.
I love you, Cooley.
And it took a little while for it to hit me because, oh yeah,
You did. You was a little slow for a minute.
So everybody can see down at the bottom, we got it going across. And a funny thing about you, Brandon, the mayor of Baltimore is named Brandon Scott. So when we were promoting the show, everybody's like, you got the mayor coming on. No.
Oh, they was about to light your ass.
The mayor will not come on this show. Brandon Scott, the mayor, would not come on this show.
I heard. We so as Cornelius was saying earlier, we just recently launched in the DMV area. So I was actually calling some restaurants in the Baltimore area. I was like, no, not that one. I'm from Texas. This is a different one.
You about to fuck up the re-election. So Tequila with Friends, everybody, you see the website. It's going across the bottom of the screen. Patronize these brothers because we trying to build Blacktopia. Yep. And along with banking and education, we need spirit. We need to have fun. We need to be able to enjoy ourselves. And these two brothers, this is my first time meeting them. I wish I'd have met them sooner. But I definitely love what you're doing. I definitely cannot wait to taste the tequila. I definitely won't be waiting until the long table. I guarantee you I will be tasting it before then. I will get my cup that day, though. Is there anything that we have not touched on that you guys would like, to let people know as far as like, the business, what you're trying to do? Just anything that I or any of us have forgotten to, just kind of touch on with you.
Yeah, I'll jump in first. I'll say one of the big things is like when we got into this space, we wanted to bring more of us into tequila. It was a big part of why we got into it. So I would just say, please tell a friend about Tequila with Friends. Follow us on social media. We got some really cool stuff that's about to drop on social media here in the next couple of weeks. Cornelius alluded to some of it earlier. And then the other thing is too, one way you can actually help us, even if you can't purchase, is just by asking bars or liquor stores if they have Tequila with Friends. Sometimes we need your help to put the pressure on them so that they see folks are asking for it and requesting it. That ultimately helps us when we go in there and we pitch and we make that and we introduce ourselves because it's now something that they've heard of. It's something they see there's demand for. So those would be my two asks. Follow us and then just ask bars and liquor stores if they have us. Help us introduce and bring more people into the Tequila with Friends.
Oh, definitely. NJ Rich, even though you don't drink, you can do that. Just pop in there and be like, hey, y'all got Tequila with Friends? And they be like, no. I'd be like, man, I'm out of here. Like, that'll work. So we can all get part.
And then the thing that I would add, man, for us here at Tequila with Friends, we're all about one. I don't care what your friends look like, because my friends are gonna look different from yours. Yours is gonna look different from the next person. It's in the name of our brand, Tequila with Friends. So we're all inclusive for everybody, all walks of life. So we want to come together and share good tequila. Also, we want to share those good stories, those good times, create those good memories that last a lifetime. Most importantly, we want to do business with good people. For example, the reason that we are here today is because of James Dickey, who I see his name in the chat box right now. I've never met the man personally. I had several phone calls with him, exchanged several texts. We got the long table coming up here very soon. But full transparency, if I saw him out in the street right now, I couldn't tell him from Adam because I've never seen him or met him. But he's a good guy in my book because he hit me up. He's been on time. He said he's done everything that he said he was going to do for Tequila with Friends and vice versa. And so now I got a friend in DC, the Baltimore area, when I go out that way. And so that's what we're about, making good friends and making those good connections.
Absolutely.
Oh, now you got some people in North Carolina too. So if y'all ever in the Raleigh area, and
He
because
said good. He said good friends. He said good friends, good people. He ain't coming to North Carolina looking for your ass. He looking for good. Shane maybe. Shane, Aiden can't drink. Frank don't be home most of the time. So North Carolina ain't where you want to go.
well, I'm definitely going to be asking for it because I'm still after 4 years getting adjusted to the whole ABC store thing in North Carolina. That's the whole thing you got to get used to in the South. But I'm definitely on it. Like I said, I guarantee you'll see an order come in tonight with my name on it. Because now that I know North Carolina's good, like I'm getting my 2 bottles. Well, I'll get okay. So I definitely appreciate you guys. I was just trying to figure out what we was gonna buy, but we can do that later. Yeah, I know. I bet I wanted to, but I ain't got time to be talking about everything. At Tequila with Friends, you guys, you see it scrolling on the bottom. Go follow these brothers. Hit that little bell symbol to get notifications because these brothers are trying to do their thing. They need your help. They're going to get it how they get it, but it doesn't hurt to help. Sharing is free. We tell you guys all the time. It don't cost you nothing to hit that share button. Hit that like, leave a comment. Get their algorithms going online. Go into these liquor stores. Ask them if they got it. If they don't, be polite and say, oh, man, okay, well, I don't want anything else. And, help that word spread. But I definitely appreciate you brothers for coming on. I appreciate James Dickey for nudging and hopefully giving us a good word so you knew it wasn't spam and you were going to come on here. So I definitely appreciate that. Most definitely. Tequila with Friends, Brandon Scott and Cornelius Arnott.
Thank you.
Representing.
Yes.
And I would tell you guys that, you're welcome to come on anytime, but our last show was May 31st, which we were going to announce tonight.
Did you announce that yet?
No, I didn't. I just did. So, but I definitely appreciate you guys coming on. But I will definitely, our pages will still be up on social media. It doesn't, I like hitting the share button because I know what it's like to be building, and what you guys are building is awesome. So anything you need from us, feel free and you got it.
We appreciate it. We appreciate the invite.
Definitely.
Let's connect.
We appreciate it, fellas. So you guys, if there's nothing else you want to let them know, like I said, I'm gonna let the website, roll across the screen for another 10 minutes. I'm gonna let your social media information scroll across because I want to make sure people see it. But we appreciate your time tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you. So as I just said, yes, the Cooley and the Gang show will be coming to a close. We will have our last show on May the 31st. The gang knew this isn't one of those things where I'm about to rip the plugs out and walk away and because the sound went out.
Flashbacks. Traumatized.
I think that shit's still on Facebook too. I think it is. I've talked to everybody. Everybody is in a good space, so I definitely feel comfortable doing what I'm doing at this time and kind of putting this on the shelf. This show would never be done. There would never be another gang, even though the gang can be interchangeable. I would never replace you guys. You guys are awesome. Thought about it, but I would never do it. Never do it.
Where that finger at? G, where that finger at? Thank you.
But that more will be to come on that. Mayberry said she wants us all to do the show together for the last one.
Right.
Definitely. I am 80% into finalizing that.
I'm definitely looking forward to the gang coming together. If we're going to do this, we need to do it right because there's a lot of people that has helped, and been there throughout our journey. And I think it only makes sense if we all started together, so that we all should end together.
Yeah, you still have to bring your punk ass to Baltimore.
I am.
Oh,
yeah, I'm coming up. Yeah, I'll be up here. Now the only question is whether it'll be on a Friday like before or a Tuesday like now. That's the only thing I'm kind of trying to.
I think a Friday would be.
Yeah.
And can we go longer than 2 hours though?
Well, shameless self-promotion. It was going to be the Cooley and the Gang show, and then we were going to celebrate my birthday afterwards since I was already going
well, fuck it. Then I'm good. I don't want to come.
I don't want to come either because I know
Why do you always pull out a Sharpie and try to sign your name on there? You will put your name on the marquee. You will put your name on the program.
I'm not coming because I know what it's
about you, Mike.
Math is going to be like, and I don't want to play.
Written by Martin Payne, produced by Martin Payne, script written by Martin Payne. No.
Look, if I was gonna be here, like the date we were shooting for was the 27th, and that's a Friday. It's a holiday weekend. I was already gonna be here, so I mean, my birthday.
All right, well, you would have to bring Shannon because somebody gotta get you in the house.
No, you just hear me say I'm not coming because of that.
You know how we do, Mike. He's going
to fuck home with you.
Somebody gotta get Mike in the house. I will house party the shit out of him. I will put him in the screen door, ring the bell, and I will run.
So which one are you, play or cool?
I'll be both, whatever. Because ain't nobody else gonna be with me. It's gonna be me and him. I'll put him in the door. I'll push the button, and I'm gone.
Okay, that did it.
So when he opens the door, he's gonna fall flat on his face.
So Shannon better come.
Well, Shannon, I hope you are coming.
Yes, I'm coming.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Look, I'm just gonna have a ride so I can leave before him
when you want to. I got you.
No so problem. The 31st, that's a Friday?
No, that's the 27th.
So
all right, let's do it.
Because Memorial Day is on Monday.
So I might have to change up some of my plans now. Okay.
Yeah. So y'all don't tap out on us. Ride this thing out with us to the very end because you all make it great. So don't tap out on us. Ride this thing out until that curtain call.
So we're not doing the 31st. We're doing the weekend before.
Yeah, it had to be the 27th if we decide to do it on a Friday. Yeah.
All right.
I think we need to have a meeting.
Well, once I get information on the availability of the different stuff, then I'll let y'all know what's available.
I
know y'all saw that. We've seen this before. This lady came home and found squatters in her shit.
Yes.
Coming back from vacation to strangers on her bed.
Not only were they in my home, everything in my home was gone except for my bed because he details how he loved my bed so much. And I'm like, who are you? And he says my name. He like, you didn't pay your rent. I'm like, what are you talking about? I paid my rent.
We're concealing the identity of the woman who stays in this apartment for her safety. But she tells us at first she tried to leave, but the man you see in the video stopped her. Coming back from vacation to strangers on her bed.
Not only were they in my home, everything in my home was gone except for my bed because he details how he loved my bed so much. And I'm like, who are you?
So I don't know how long she was gone, but she came home and found these two in her. And even down to the fact where the guy detailed how he got into the apartment.
How? Please tell me.
How? Because he ain't on the lease.
Guess it was a window. Right.
Look, he ain't on the lease. Not on that deed. He ain't on the lease.
But I mean, he told her she ain't paid her rent though. You ain't paid your rent.
He ain't paid his rent. You ain't paid yours either, you little squatter.
You broke into my joint. Gonna tell me
you tell me I ain't pay rent
on my lease, my nigga. Where you came from?
I ain't pay my rent, but you breaking in my house and stealing my shit.
Nice. Yeah, it got to be somewhere in PG County. That's Fox 5.
Wow.
Look, it's rough out here.
Yo.
And squatters' laws are real. Like,
yes, they are. They're hard to get out.
And I were in court today, and we saw a lady in there fighting to get drug addicts out of a house that she had sold for this company. Like, they didn't live there. They never had a lease. It was an empty house, but they were using it as a drug house. Like, she said it was spoons and needles and all that in the basement. They was taking electricity from next door. They had a TV upstairs. It was just used as a drug house.
And the house is locked. Like,
it's locked. They were going through a window,
break the window
on the fire escape. And every time she would fix it, they would break the window, stick something in the door so they can get in and out. She would sit outside, see somebody go in, follow them in, and they would disappear somewhere in this.
They were hiding.
You know, them houses in the city, it's like 3-4 levels. They would disappear.
They had their mail sent there because I was watching.
If the mail come, that's it. If the mail come, that's it. You ain't never getting them out.
They ain't got no mail. They ain't got no mail. They ain't got no mail. And like, literally, it was like the judge was like, so it's so and so against who? The lady was like, I don't know.
Right.
Like, it says all occupants. Like,
yeah, because you can't put nobody's name on it because you don't know who in the house.
In there.
Wow.
But the fact that you even have to go to court to fight
yes.
for something like that, it fucking blows my mind.
Like, there's no lease. Like, what is it that I gotta fight for? Like, you're trespassing. Point
Right.
blank.
That's what I was about to say. If it's one thing, if you let someone come in, like you know, like a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, they get their mail sent there, and then boom, they're squatters. So you can't get them out. Could you let them in? But she didn't let them in.
Her situation.
No, she definitely didn't let him in. Oh, who, the lady from Vacation?
Yeah, like,
oh, they I think they got out because she had a lease. Like,
Oh.
I don't
I'm
see how
about
you
to
can go
say.
squatting if this apartment complex has a lease with
me.
Jane Doe's name on it.
Right.
No matter how long Jane Doe is gone, the agreement is between Jane Doe and the company, I would assume.
Yeah.
So just because you came up here and sat down, don't
Right.
mean you can stay. Now, if they'd have got mail during that week she was gone,
That's a
she
little
she really would have had a problem.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Like, if somebody get mail coming to your house, you done fucked up. So
Yo,
all
what the hell
y'all
did
letting
they do
y'all
to her?
cousin get stuff come to
Don't
their
let Big Boo Riri.
Mm,
Don't
you
let
fuck-
don't let Dee Dee, none of them.
Yo, where my stuff, yo? Where my
they
stuff?
sold that shit.
He done snuffed
And
the
I gotta
he
get
done
a whole,
snuffed
I gotta
TV.
burn my bed and everything.
Burn the bed. Shoot. I need
Yo, they was in the big. See, the lady looked like she was putting her bra on. From the size of her back, looked like she might have had some D's, G, some double
I'm
D's.
about to say,
Oh no!
you want to look? You know, he's trying to get a little peeky peek.
'Cause it took a
Well,
long time to get that thing strapped
I think my only problem would be is I know you're not expecting to get rent from me this month, right? Like fuck you and that rent. You're not getting that shit. I'm not paying that rent. Somebody knew that I was on vacation and you still saw somebody in my house that you had never seen before.
What in the paragraph?
That's
And
right.
I want to know how long was she gone though.
There are no.
Like she had to been gone. She had to have been gone for quite a bit of time. You know what I mean? That wasn't a weekend or a couple of days. She was gone for a minute.
And
She had to have been at least gone for 2 weeks.
You know that's too much work.
Yeah, she had to have been gone for a minute.
I mean, but how long? It don't really take long to empty out an apartment.
We seen
Nah, you would have to really know or scope the place out. Like I think about Home Alone. How long was they gone to Home Alone for? About a week.
Just about
2 weeks.
Okay, so
Come back.
yeah, so you would have to like really be looking at the person's house to know who's coming in, who's coming out. Because the moment you walk in, I've only been gone for the weekend, and I come home, and now you in there thinking that I'm not there. Like that's fair game to get your ass whooped. So you had to have been gone long enough for me to be sitting here noticing.
So G,
Right.
you gonna get the sledgehammers ready to go?
Oh,
why would you think that I wasn't coming back? Oh, my shit is still here though.
don't let me be on the third floor. You go out the fucking window. What was it? What was that? I'm gonna get you, sucker. You can either take the stairs.
Floor or
Oh yeah,
the stairs or the window.
yeah. That's what we're just gonna be.
Stairs.
I'm on the third floor. I got no stairs. Your ass is going out this window. The stairs or the elevator, whatever it is, your ass go out the window.
You had to get past me, and I got sledgehammers.
That's crazy.
Mallets. I'm sorry, mallets.
G got
That's
all.
fucked up.
Well, we've been having this conversation. Last week we talked about what was that? We were talking about women. What was it?
The
exactly?
money security thingy.
Yeah,
you
the
were talking
security thing, and more videos have been popping up this week. This one I saw was a woman that missed a divorce from her husband for no other reason than wanting more money.
So where'd she get the money from?
My first marriage, we made all of the mistakes. Unfortunately, he passed away.
So why did you guys get a divorce?
Because I really wanted something different. It's very unfortunate because he was the most loving, kind person. I had all the love and support that I could have ever wanted. But I think I went through a period wanting money. Like I wanted to be with someone and be at a different level. And I saw him work all of the time. It's one thing to like work from like 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night, day in, day out, and still have no resources. And for me to work, do the same, and just want a different life.
So, long story short, you wanted a different life and lifestyle than he was able to provide. And so you said, you know what, this, I'm out of here. I need more money.
I was selfish and took advantage of a real unfortunate situation, which was he loved me and David unconditionally, completely unconditionally. And when you love someone like that, you really accept their flaws and you accept less than what you should. So really, I should have been a better wife. Every time we saw each other, like you knew that was your soulmate, right? I mean,
Wow, so he was your soulmate.
And now she regretted because he did.
Yo, you need to get the video from what's that? Wait and Exhale, where the dude be downstairs with the leather vest on. You raggedy bitch, yo, with the orange, yo. Yeah.
With Robin.
Yeah, yo, you raggedy bitch. All I see is a nigga with the orange about to throw it on the porch.
Stores next time.
That's crazy. I can't believe she said this shit.
Well, looking at her, I can tell she was much younger and maybe a lot more immature. In that, it seems like in that phase, because she doesn't seem like she's older.
She's 34.
So she's 34. So I don't know how old she was when she first got married, but it definitely was one of those phases. It seems like, I could be wrong, where she was young, dumb, and didn't know no better. Now she's been through some shit and she understands life from a different aspect, that money is not everything. And
that's crazy.
For that, I can respect her for being able to acknowledge
what?
That I was selfish in that phase of my life. I was very selfish. I didn't.
No. Her girlfriend's probably dug it.
And I got a confession. I watched this show. This is like, nah.
It's Love Mary Huntsville.
Right.
Oh.
No, I feel like she got too much backlash. Now all of a sudden she feels some kind of way. You raggedy. The man's dead.
Hold up, G. Hold up. So Linnea, give us a little background on. Because let's be fair to her. Give us a little background.
All right, go give me some background.
Basically, Tiffany and her husband Lewis, they're the new kids on the block for this
Which
show.
one is Tiffany?
Tiffany was the one that's talking to Melody. Melody is the veteran. So this is her second season, Tiffany. Tiffany actually the first season kind of gave like a vague reasoning why she divorced. It was because she said she cheated on him because I guess he was, she said, making money. She wanted more, like what Shannon said, she wanted something new. So that's when Lewis came in. Now she's basically everything done flipped because now she works. And Lewis, her husband, who just so happened to be 41, because I was looking at all their ages. I was like, God damn, Marcel, he's old in the face, but that y'all got to watch it and understand. So basically, he's my age. I said, I know you lying. But basically, everything done flipped. So now Lewis is now on where she was with her first husband. She's working a lot, and he wants a baby. He wants to have sex, where she's like, no, I got to work. I'm gonna be a career woman. So when she just admitted to Mel, that's why I was making faces like, ma'am, you know that's karmic flipping. So now you're working and he ain't getting none.
So the husband that she's talking about that loved her unconditionally, but she wanted more money, he passed away.
Right.
Were they still together when he passed away?
No,
I don't believe so.
No, she divorced him.
Right.
Oh yeah, Mr. Divorce. Okay.
Right.
All right. So we have the background on what's her name?
Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
So Tiffany's basically going through what she put somebody through now in her new relationship. So now she's the worker and he's a stay-at-home dad or something.
No, he works actually, but he tries to he always complained to her about making time for them.
So when she was complaining about make money, like you work, I need more money.
Okay.
Now is you work, but I need us.
Right.
So let's just say
you raggedy bitch.
I was waiting. I'm like, G still ain't trying to hit that.
It's payback.
But she is. I mean,
now let me read one of the comments that stood out in this post.
this first one.
Yes.
I read that first line and I was
It's
like,
from
whatever. Somebody.
a friend to the show.
Mm-mm.
She says, y'all got to stop. People don't have to live in poverty because they love someone. The number one reason for divorce is finances. Y'all want people to stay. Y'all want people to have struggle love until it's you. Don't be like she could have. Obviously, she didn't know how because she was in the same boat. That man died. Of course, she's going to hold him in a high esteem. So first, basically, she's saying, y'all.
All right. So wait a minute. So before, all right. So to answer that comment right there, she wasn't. They wasn't in poverty. They wasn't broke. It wasn't like they was struggling.
She wanted more.
She just wanted more fucking money. So that right there is yes. I'm dogging her. I'm dragging her through the mud. Raggedy bitch.
Absolutely.
You don't love me. You was in love with money. You wanted money. That's greed. That's why she's probably gonna go through what she's going through now, and it's just coming back to her ass. It's one thing if I can't fucking feed you and I can't put a roof over our head and we gotta live in the car for about 3 or 4 days. I can understand that. That right there, that's struggle love. But the fact that you're mad that I work from 4 to 10 and I provide and we're living decently. I'm not even gonna say we're living above our means, but you don't have to struggle. You're not crying about not being able to get your hair done and your nails done. You just want,
or whatever.
Right, you just want more fucking money. You raggedy bitch.
And the thing is, it's like if you want more, why can't y'all want more and grind out together? Like to me, that's what I don't understand. Like, why not work where you can build an empire with your dude? So you willing, and I can understand where G is coming from. Because you got love and you got a relationship, and it ain't always it's not going to always look the way you want it to look. And the problem is a lot of people, they got these fake lives and they see stuff on Instagram, they see this lifestyle, they see this, and it's like, I want more. Girls out here screwing for handbags and shoes. And y'all wondering why you getting carried a certain type of way because you want more. No, go ahead, want more. And all you're going to get is materialistic things. And then you miss the substance. You miss what a lot of people want in their whole life. They don't get an opportunity to find a soulmate. Yep. They don't get an opportunity to connect with somebody in a certain level.
Someone love you the way she said
somebody love you. That money is something that's coachable. That's something that you can work together. That's something that you can build together. But personality, love, compassion, somebody that actually gives a fuck about you and the dumb shit you talk about every day. She might be annoying as fuck.
She is.
That dude loves you unconditionally. And like, so what if he wasn't able to buy you a Louis every week or every month?
Birkin.
So what if, or a Birkin or some Jimmy Choos or some red bottoms? So what if he wasn't able to do those things? But if you took more of your time to try to build something together, maybe y'all could have had all of those things. But when you did and gone, what do you do with money? What do you do with the materialistic things? You better focus more on the memories. Focus more on the memories. That's some shit that you really can't put a price tag on. You can't.
Just add on though. Her and Lewis, their first season, they was weighing in on all the, I guess you could say, the veterans' marriages, and they only been married for a year, if that. And she did a surprise wedding, so homeboy didn't know. She did
she tricked him into marrying her?
No, she did a surprise wedding.
The hell is
a surprise wedding?
Like I'll just walk into an empty room. You like surprise? We getting married today? Oh hell no!
Have this suit on and boom, boom, boom.
See, the one thing I was listening to when she was talking, and then in my mind I was saying, not that it's okay, but it would have made more sense for me hearing her talk if she was saying, I divorced him because all he did was work and he didn't have time for me. So we grew apart.
And I give you that. I was with you on that because I thought that's what she was about to say.
I was with that.
I was with that. More money. I was like,
but it's not like, and it wasn't like he was a bum.
No.
And it's not like he was a bum. So that's why that's why I feel like my tone is a little different in this situation, this scenario, because Shannon, yes, I would have been totally on board if that was the way that the information was delivered. But the moment you're saying it's because of money, you wanted more, 2G, that's straight like greed. Yeah. You're being greedy. You want
and
more.
You're telling us he loved you. He loved every bit
and loved her son from another relationship.
That's
and now he's getting going, and you regretting it because you can't go back to that man that loved you. Because now at 34. money may not be your priority anymore. Love is, and you're not getting the type of love that man showed you.
Or you're realizing, okay, everything that glitters ain't gold. You over here in your new situation, and he got money and has fallen out of his pockets and everything, and he can give you everything, but you are lacking substance. You're lacking the love. You're lacking the compassion. You're lacking the intimacy, and that's just not sex. You're lacking all of those things, and you like, dang, I really could have had all of that over here had I not been greedy. But at least she admitted it, though. I give her that. That's where I can give her credit. She admitted it.
She admitted it. Watch the show and have your blood pressure go up.
My shit up high now. My shit high. So and I was thinking the whole time, thinking this ain't work from 4 to 10. I thought about Bobby Womack. If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight. You raggedy bitch! I'm out here working, and you out here complaining about what you ain't got and which. Oh yeah, nah.
Wait
until the night. Your ass gonna be starving. Damn.
You are tuned into the Cooley and the Gang Show live every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mayberry is in the building. Linnea is here. Big G is here. Glammy Shani is here, and I am Mike Cooley. We have to end the show a little bit early tonight because I want to drive home tonight. I got to work tomorrow, so we got a nice long drive ahead of us, and I got to break all this shit down. But I was so determined to make sure I keep this going for you guys for every day to the end of this month. I brought all this shit up here with me. I set it up because we was going to do this show tonight.
I went to sleep.
She damn sure went to sleep.
So where you at?
I was supposed to be here.
Where I told you I was going to be.
You was
at my father's house.
Oh shit! I could have been there. Oh fuck! You know what?
You dirty bitch!
Damn! Ain't that? Oh, Mike, you supposed to call and remind me, yo.
He's never been there.
No. God damn! Hey, look, I tell you what's crazy. I tell you what's funny. I took my son over there. My son had a dentist appointment. I took my son to the dentist appointment, and I dropped off at my mother's house, and I was like, I should stay over here. I said, no, I'm just gonna go back home, and then I'm just gonna go to work. I could have been over there. I was just around the corner. Now I gotta go pick this little fucker up and take him something to eat.
Damn,
not the little fucker.
Damn, I'm about to come on. Because I'm on my way back that way. Y'all motherfuckers get ready to leave.
Yeah, I want to get on the road. I ain't want to wait.
Damn.
I still got to make one stop, and then
get up there. You're like, we got to go.
But I forgot about that shit. You supposed to call me, yo. I'm in town. That's another thing. You the only one that come in town and call you when you on your way out. Like, hey, I was there, bitch.
Well, I don't find out until we do the next week's show, and it'd be like, yeah, well, Mike was up here. Blah, 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 blah.
Y'all should hear the conversations. This is how a conversation goes with Mike coming to Baltimore. Hey, so and so's having X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna go up there Friday, and I'll be back Sunday.
And then you're like, fuck this shit.
I might come back. I might just.
Damn, I forgot. I
forgot. And I'm gonna get on the road right after. Like, how do you go from staying a whole weekend to now? I'm just gonna do what I gotta do, and I'm coming back. Yo, Mike love his city. Mike hated here, yo.
I like it. I like being in the
South.
South.
States for the weekend, so I can just get a break.
Nope. The long I stay, get expensive up
in. I definitely forgot though, Mike.
Don't worry, we'll be back in a couple weeks.
And I was just around there. That's the fucked up thing. I drove past your father's house twice.
Going and coming?
Going and coming. Yeah, I rode past that fucking twice.
Y'all put y'all prayers up, because I tell you what would be the dopest thing if we can make it happen. Yeah. If we can get this girl out our fucking house and we can do the last show in the basement again.
Ooh.
That would be sweet.
But that would take some moving the mountains and winding the water. That would take some. But if that could happen, I was thinking about that. I'm like, man, just thinking.
Existence.
You gotta claim it.
Yeah,
claim
it. By the 27th, and we could do that last show in that basement. That would be dope.
On a Friday.
I said we go over there anyway. Do the shit. We move all her shit out the way and just set up like
Let me go send some mail to the house.
Right.
Yeah.
No, we belong
I'm a
here.
squat.
Tell us to get out.
Shoot.
I'm a squat.
Damn, that would be dope.
Squat your butt up out of this house.
So this is what I'm gonna hit y'all with before we leave. The house is burning, and you can only take 2.
Come on.
What? Thank God I don't have no pets.
No, you ain't shit for
Fuck
that.
them- fuck them
Yo,
pets.
you said 20 million
taking
over the
kids
Bay
and
Cat and kids.
Fuck
First
them
and
pets.
foremost, the dogs and
Yeah,
the cats
Bay
got
me
to
and
go.
The cats is going to heaven. Dog and cats are going to
Yeah,
heaven.
let me tell you why. I can buy me a new one. Now, them kids, I don't know about that.
Well, pets are seen as property, so.
Well, I live alone.
I think we could all agree that between 1, 3, and 4, there's a problem.
Not really. I live alone, so number 4 is all I'm taking.
Number 4 is all he's taking.
DJ Rich said he got 1 and 3.
You got to take the Bay and them kids.
Y'all let us know in the live and Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Let us know your numbers of what you're gonna take.
Since I can't start
Put the
a new
numbers
family-
up.
Lord, this is just a joke. Because you know you got a funny sense of humor, but I ain't laughing. But it's a joke. Since I can't have any more kids, I'm gonna have to take the kids.
Damn.
So Bay gotta go. She taking 3 and 4.
But I need him to make the new kids. So
You can't have more kids. So what you need me for?
I said I said since I can't, I gotta take. Oh, you're right. I can't animals. I gotta take the kids. So
First and foremost,
Wow.
one says Bay. That's where the mistake is. If that said husband, it's a different
Right.
conversation. So I'm hollering at 3 and 4. I take 3 and 4. Pets gotta go. If you said husband,
Right.
I'm hollering at number 1.
Spouse.
I still live alone. I'm taking number 4.
You get
Twice. He's taking 4 twice. He's taking 4 twice.
Well, the
taking
kids
4 twice. You can't get 40 mil.
Why not? I got 2
That ain't
fours.
the rules, nigga. That ain't the
floors.
rules.
It says you only get to take 2. I got 2 fours.
He said 2.
Gee, I hate you.
They must have been in the box frame.
You're right, because
DJ Rich said Bay equals spouse in his book.
Yeah, look at the definition. Wait, let's pull up dictionary.com.
In my phone,
dictionary.com.
That's what Bay is before anyone else.
That is who Bay is.
Yo,
Oh,
20
says
million.
Bay, but close enough.
I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
I look at this and I see that 20 million. Now, it cost me, what was it, $49.99 to meet Shannon.
No,
Here we go.
$60.
It cost me
eHarmony.
$60 on eHarmony to meet Shannon.
I remember. I want my money back.
Yo, do you know how many more times you can meet Shannon with 20 million in your pocket? Yeah?
I can meet with 20 million.
You know how many more?
You can never.
Not how many more Shannons. There's only one
So,
Shannon, G.
Do you know how many more kids you can make with $20 million?
That's
I'm
what you
just
asked
saying,
for.
I'm not saying I would. I'm just saying let's devil's advocate. Let's break it down and look at it.
Go with the
Mike.
devil and the advocates. The
Do you know how many? Do you know how many pit bulls you can buy for $20 million, Mike?
No, what, the blue pits?
What?
Look, Dina
Red
said,
nose.
yeah, just Dina, fuck them kids.
I
I'm go-
want a blue pit.
I'm going with the 20 million all day, every day. I live alone.
Yo,
220s.
Fair, yo. Can you imagine a house on fire? You gotta either run to the safe to grab that one little
I
bag.
got a
of 20
fire
mil.
safe. I got a fire safe.
You ain't
My money's good. My money's good, sis. So guess what, bro? I'm gonna come get you, babe. Get up. I need
Right,
to
exactly.
Let's go. Get the kids. Let's go.
Get the kids up.
We come
We'll
back with money.
we'll wait till
The
they
thing is, you just don't leave the property because you don't want the police department, the fire
Right.
department, everybody else to take my fire safe with my money in it.
Well, so to be honest, to read the question again, the house is burning. You can only take 2. So if I am in a house full of my wife and my kids and the dog, I'm grabbing the 20 million twice, and my wife better get her ass up. And if the dog ain't smart enough to get the fuck out the house, then I just got a pit bull ranch. I got $20 million. I went and bought a pit bull ranch, and I guess the kids got to come out with the bay.
So I got a question because this wasn't specific. And 2G's point, it says the house is burning down. You can only take 2. So technically, Shannon gets to pick 2. Mike gets to pick 2. You know, so that at the end of the day, one of y'all need to grab the pets and the kids, and somebody need to grab the milk.
No, I'm never grabbing the pets. Sorry,
Shannon ain't
I'm never
gonna grab
grabbing the pets.
Shannon gonna barbecue the dogs like they.
No,
done.
not barbecue.
They
No,
done.
where the sign at? Where the sign? Not really.
No, it don't matter, Mayberry. We done anyway. We done
I'm,
anyway.
Yep. This show not gonna make it to the 31st or the 27th.
Don't say that.
Yeah, Peter just emailed Mike just right off the rip about barbecuing the fucking dog. So, yep. Y'all can reach us. Y'all can reach us on Facebook and social media, but that's it.
Look, my little sister from another mother, she said, "Who is keeping 20 million in cash in the house?"
Somebody.
Shit.
That's that dope money.
It was under the mattress. It was under the mattress.
It was a lumpy ass
In the
mattress.
box spring.
But Bay ain't gonna. I don't know who Bay is. My name ain't spelled like that. It need to be HUSBAND. Husband.
Mayberry. What if you go to grab the 20 million and that shit's already gone?
I'm fucking him up.
Damn.
I'm fucking him up. Because that means look, Mike.
He left your ass behind.
That means
He left you.
He choose me. So I'm fucking him up on sight. You catching all these hands. So nigga, you ain't choose me.
No, as you didn't choose him either. He was like, but you didn't know I was listening to you. You went to go look for that money.
No matter. He ain't
Now I gotta go find her and throw her ass back in the house.
Exactly.
Thanks, G. Exactly.
Yeah.
Where the flames licking her weave and stuff.
You gonna have to burn up in that house. Shit.
Licking his ex curl.
Linnea, what are you taking? Because you didn't say.
I'm taking the kid and the 20 million.
See?
Yo,
3-4.
This is all about that Roe v. Wade shit. Y'all not gonna let that shit go. This is all this is about. Because
no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Men, we gonna suffer for that forever.
Money has been very good to me. That 20
the
million.
funny thing is we can all say this right now, but you don't know what you're going to do until you're really in that situation and scenario. We can all play around and joke around, but nobody knows how they're going to handle that situation and scenario until it's presented to them.
Well, I definitely know what the $20 million is, so I'm going to get that.
I know I ain't grabbing the dogs. I'm not grabbing no dogs.
Yeah.
Or cats.
Not
no rabbits. None of them. They ain't going. No hamsters.
Mr. Chewy is gone.
Good night.
I'm so paranoid about fire safety. Like I went and brought us the ladders that you hang off the window and throw out. Yeah, I was determined. Like I got those, and like I hate seeing it. It's just you see shit on the news and like motherfuckers couldn't get off the top floor. No, we getting out that fucking house. Like I told Aiden, I'm like, look, you go grab wherever's come from, grab your sister because the ladder's in your room. You know how to do it. Go grab, like y'all get the fuck out.
So let me tell you something funny real fast. So I hate fires too. I always felt like if I was gonna die, it would be in the house. The house would just be burning and I would just die in the bed. So a friend of mine, when they had a big tornado touchdown over there on Northern Parkway, and it blew the roof off the apartment. So they had to all get out. So we was down there fucking around, moving all the shit. And I always said if the building was on fire, I was gonna run through a wall. And they kept saying, "Gee, you're not gonna be able to run through the walls to get to the next apartment." I said, "Bullshit! I know I can run through the wall." So when we moved everything was said and done. We go into the room, and I said, "Yo, I'm about to run through this wall." So if you go on YouTube, it's a video of Granville versus Wall, and I ran through the wall, like I was through the wall. So if the building is ever on fire and you in there watching TV, a big nigga's coming through the wall like a juggernaut. Because I'm not about to burn up in this house. Now that I know I can physically do it, yeah, I'm running through walls.
Wait a minute. I think they trying to find it.
Granville versus Wall. It's real shit.
7 years ago.
It was a while. Victor Roselle posted it, but Granville versus Wall. I actually ran through the wall. I was like, yo, I'm going. They was like, you're not about to run through this wall. I said, shit, I'm running through the stud and everything. I ran straight through the wall.
Look at me.
There you go. At the time, I ran straight through the wall.
Holy smokes. You gonna tell me? David Banner. Okay.
God.
Run it back again, yo.
God. Yeah.
David Banner.
Yo.
3 steps and I was gone, Mike.
You know what? Adrenaline, anything is possible.
It wasn't even the adrenaline. Like if we had just finished moving, we was all tired of shit.
So
I was like,
wait a minute, bust a hole.
I'm going.
I'm crying. I can't.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm coming through the.
I didn't think he was really gonna go through the wall for real.
Yeah, your ass in there watching CSI. My big ass is coming through the wall. I'm in there.
Oh,
So because in my mind, I'm not about to jump out a window. Like I've watched videos where women have to like toss their babies out the window and shit like that. Like I'm not about to jump off the 3rd floor. I might try the 2nd, but if I'm on the 3rd and 4th floor, I'm not going out the window. I'm going through the wall. Mr. Incredible. We running through the wall. I'm coming out the other side, and that's gonna be the only thing that's gonna probably save my dumb ass. With $20 million in my back pocket.
I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe I can see my eyes. I am crying. I'm trying not to get my concealer got to stay on until we get out of here.
wow.
I was gone, shorty.
That he was gonna go through the wall.
Look,
gone.
Wow.
Through that. Well, it was already a hole in there, so he just finished it up.
Yeah, the whole ceiling was gone. The roof was gone and everything. But it's crazy because they condemned that building. And I say about 2 years after that, maybe 3 years after that, they fucking put the roof back on there, move people back in there like nothing ever happened.
No.
Coming through the walls, baby.
That's all I need. It's Kool-Aid Man coming through the wall.
That's Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid Man. Old school.
Yep.
I can't.
Fuck it.
Gosh, I can't.
Everybody, please go to YouTube and run those numbers.
That was a long time ago.
Whoa.
It was 11 years ago. 11 years
Please
ago.
go and share that with somebody as fire prevention.
Yeah. It's very well possible, yeah.
Mr. G went through the wall. I'm going through the wall.
I'm gonna try to do it. I can do it. I ain't
You
gonna
better
try to see if I can get through the wall. I'm gonna pass
You better,
out.
you better put your disclaimer up, Mike. You better put this. There you go.
Kids, don't do this. Don't do
this
this.
at home.
Please
Do it at your grandmother's house.
Don't do
don't
it.
do it at nobody's house.
Do it at your grandmother's house.
Not your grandmother's.
All right, who wants to go first? Somebody,
Oh, you got nothing.
somebody take us out, please.
This video done took us all.
Yeah, I don't really think it gets no better than that. I mean,
yeah.
Y'all go support the young brothers.
Yes, Tequila with Friends.
Go ahead and make your orders. If you gotta wait to payday, that's fine. Just make sure you go ahead.
I gotta
put it in. For sure. Y'all support them. They young Black brothers doing big things, and we want to continue to support our community in any and every way that we can.
oh yeah.
Okay.
Slick talk tomorrow.
Slick talk is tomorrow. Maybe about to drop that. We got. I'm supposed to go live, but I'm gonna see how I feel. But if you got the date night for sure, 8 p.m. tomorrow night. And if you haven't already got your shades for the summer or your fashion frames yet,
both of them saying
I guess what? I'm not on. I'm on your page. To make sure you have the shades with a Z, shadesofframe.com, and let me get you straight. Let me get you shaded and framed for the.
I saw Frank with some cool glasses. Can you put some rhinestones on mine?
You any fucking rhinestones? And I've been looking for damn rhinestones. You want me to glasses?
Listen,
I can't find them.
Just put the rhinestones on the Frank glasses, and I'll take those.
I'm done. I do got one. I do got one thing though.
Go for
Go ahead, man.
It is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I'm just saying that because in our community, it's something that we don't talk about. So I think that it's definitely an opportunity for y'all to reach out. Check on people, see how they doing. Yes, we were in a pandemic. Yes, things have been lifted, but people are still struggling. And remember, mental health does not have scars, so it doesn't look like anything. So sometimes you just need to check in and see how people are doing. So, or say, hey, let's get out, grab a bite, go and do something. So it's Mental Health Awareness Month. Check in on people, see how people are doing, and don't be ignorant to the fact mental health does not mean you're a psychopath or you're schizophrenic or anything like that. People are suffering from anxiety. People are suffering from depression, PTSD. There's different forms of it. So whatever it is, sometimes just let somebody know you're thinking about them.
Be kind. Be kind.
Yes, be kind.
And don't forget about Black Vital Hoodoo.
Yes.
The most recent episode up I see is The Evil Eye and the Signs.
Yes. And I'm also going to be touching on spirituality and dating. So. Use that intuition, ladies and men. If they feel a little they're don't force it. We ain't doing struggle love over here.
Okay, and yeah, y'all did shout out Slick Talk. G will be on there tomorrow, hanging out with the Talk That Slick crew. So
God
he'll
help
be on tomorrow talking some of that slick shit.
Yeah, I got some shit. I got some shit for that ass tomorrow, though. I got some shit for that ass tomorrow.
But I don't like the part about when G come on. Like, he's so much nicer to you than he is.
Yeah, I like Mayberry. I like Mayberry.
Mike.
Pew, pew, pew. Hit the buttons. Hit. Listen. Let me tell you something about Mayberry. Let me tell you something. She make you feel welcome when you get there. Like you can almost take your shoes off and shit, and light an incense, smoke a couple cigarettes. She got shots for you and shit. The lights be nice and don't be too hot. It's the equipment in there is nice. The microphone ain't come from Five Below and shit. You know, Mayberry come in and hey, how you doing? You want something to drink?
You just come out swinging.
You go to Mike's house. I remember going to Mike's house and they had already ordered Chinese food. Rudy had some shit with some white sauce. You go in, Shannon cook, and then it wasn't like enough for everybody else. Mike want to give you shitty like Canadian. That was back when you was drinking Canadian Club. Like it was like going into a nursing home and shit. It was Canadian Club with no 7-Up, no ginger ale. You got to drink the shit the way he drinking it. I said, can I get some ice? Aiden come downstairs with ice in his hand and shit. I mean, wait a minute. No. Aiden did come. I gave Aiden $5 to give me some ice. And he came downstairs. I said, Aiden, just grab me some ice. Aiden came down with a handful of ice, and I gave him $5. So that's what I want to say. When I'm on Mayberry show, it's just different. She make you feel like a guest, and you're welcome. You come to Mike's shit, you got to fight. Oh, you was late. Why you sick? Oh, you was late. I can't get these colors to come on time.
But I mean, okay. Only thing I can say with G is he makes it public. That's the only thing. He tells everybody when we live that we were late or we were absent. That's it. But leave Mike alone. We love you, Cooley.
Yeah, you good.
You are. I ain't gonna say I love you, but before we leave, I just want to say, since we won't be here, I definitely want to say Happy Mother's Day to the mothers and shit like that. I hope you enjoy your day. Y'all are the shit. All you mothers, you mothers, and shout out to the motherfuckers out there that be fucking mothers. But without y'all, it would be no us. I appreciate y'all.
But I caught myself.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all get your whole day. I don't want to hear no fellas out here trying to slide in for Mother's Day talking about I'm a mother and a father. You know, when Father's Day come around, you got these women talking about they're a mother and a father and shit like that. But shout out to all the mothers. I hope you enjoy your days. Shout out to my mother, Juanita Priest, my son's mother, Alshay Bacon. I would shout out my daughter's mother, but we're not doing that on here. But yeah, all the mothers, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day.
No
Thank
doubt.
you, G.
I second that emotion. So NJ Rich said, who's taking over the show? No one. There is only one Cooley in the gang. There is only one gang. I was asked for if I would, do the show here with other people, but no, that's not me. It would never feel right. It would never be right. So
you said Big Mike want to do it. Big Mike might want to do it.
Yeah, I would do it with Pops. I definitely would.
No, I'm talking about we're gonna shake you out and put your father in. Here, Cooley. Mike the singer.
But yeah, there will never be. This show will sit up on a mantle. All the episodes. This page, G told me the page stays up. Cooley in the Game page will stay up because most we'll see is Slick Talk promotion on there. You'll see Femme Fatale promotion. So the page is staying up. So Cooley, we are still us.
Yes.
And to NJ Rich, just to add on to what Mike is saying, y'all know it's all love here, and everybody is expanding and building. And Mike is borderline, let's just say out of respect, because you know how I feel about you. Where you at? You right there. Right.
Those her points.
That should be on point. That should never work for me.
I always know who that nigga is.
Look, I still got to run. Where my bed? There she is. Exactly. Over there.
And she be on it. I done pointed at all. Yeah, my shit don't work.
You're right. It don't work.
I know where they at. Look, I would say we're not going away.
No.
We're just building, we're expanding. You know, Glam Shan is doing her thing, and you'll see Mike, you know, on that. You'll see Linnea doing her thing. And Borderline, look at it like Mike is passing me the torch, and we taking it to another level. G is going to be joining, you know, to Talk That Slick crew as well. So that means that we just expanded and building the brand. Mike has definitely been a great supporter of the expansion of all of us. And that's just an opportunity for y'all to see us on different platforms and come out and love and support us from that perspective. So
yes, keep the love coming, like for real.
Branches of a tree. It don't go
Right.
straight. It just goes.
We're still under one umbrella. We still feel, still love and support.
I wish you hadn't said that, because now Mike gonna think he the daddy.
Yo, shut up. All right.
And he,
It's the truth.
so look what I did. Look what
Anyway.
I did. Look what I did. I ain't trying to hear that. Yeah, look what I did. Oh, fuck you.
I said I would leave. Y'all just still took me to fucking 8:00. See, I wouldn't do that to everybody.
But it was but here's the thing. It was necessary. You can't drop news like that. Everybody has been great supporters throughout our journey. Even when we went away and we came back, we had the same people that came right back and was riding with us. So I know if y'all didn't catch the beginning of the show, Mike was talking about we trying to do something really big, and hopefully y'all will come out and support, our last show when we all come together. So I'm looking forward to it because I miss us being all together, and I feel like it's going to be epic when we all do. So I'm looking forward to it.
We're going to put it together, and we'll let everybody know with plenty of time. Something should be finalized this week. I'll run it by y'all to make sure it all works, and we're going to make it happen. So on that note, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to go ahead and pack up. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Should we all agree that the professor is a bag of fuck nuts?
Yep.
I think we can all agree. I think if we took a vote, we could all agree on that one. He came in, and then he left.
Then he left. Yeah.
Oh, he was here. I can't say nothing bad.
That's my pop.
I can't say nothing.
He was on audio.
I can't say nothing bad about him if he was on before me.
We appreciate it.
But you stayed.
And J Rich.
And Bunch, my man Bunch. Happy belated birthday, Bunch.
Hey, look, and since I know Mike gonna be here for another 30 minutes, I might need to show up at the Flav House.
I probably will.
You should be there.
Appreciate it. So yeah, we be back next. Like I said, don't leave us hanging. We'll be back next Tuesday, following Tuesday, and then we'll be somewhere. And we hope y'all can come out because wherever we're gonna be at, it's gonna be drinks. So come on,
it's gonna be lit.
Goddamn right.
Gonna be
all right.
lit.
I see y'all. Everybody be safe.
All right.
Have a good trip. Oh no, y'all ain't.
Y'all have a good trip, safe trip, because I know Shannon ain't driving. Shannon ain't driving at all, is she?
No.
Well, y'all be safe. Y'all at least hit us in the group, letting us know that y'all made it safely.
Yeah,
please.
Yes.
Thank you. All
See y'all later.
right.
Bye.
Later.
Cool.